Hello, hello. Hey, there we go. All right. This should be good. Okay. We'll go ahead and get started. So, welcome, I guess, anyone who's watching the recording. Today we're going to be doing some Hearts of Iron 4, Democratic France holding the line. At least that's what we're going to start with. So, we're going to, start with 1936, France. Going to select France, and we're just going to go, just going to stay democratic and hopefully hold out. So we'll make sure Iron Man mode is on. Historical AI focuses. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so here we are with France. So one of the things that that's going to be important is we're going to try to hold the line until America gets in the war because they can help hold off the Germans. But eventually the Japanese will get involved, and we will, and so will Siam. So we're going to need to make sure we have at least some kind of force down in here. That's fine. We'll be able to take care of that. As it stands, we go ahead and select everybody, throw them all in an army. We don't really need the cav. Want them as infantry. In fact, I'm going to have different symbols set up for the different, the colonial division, which is just basic. I mean, you would upgrade that to 20, but this is a basic unit. This is the main one we're going to be working with, as we will be needing these shovels. It's going to be really important. We are going to be upping this to 20. I don't think we're going to be turning this into a 7-2. This is not a pushing unit. This is a hold the line. As France, you have good armor. You have good tanks baked in. Um, so this, here you have the. I mean, I don't know why it's in there in 41 because they had it. They had it very early on. As the number suggests, 35. So the Sama was just a beast of a tank, and so was the B1 Char. The Germans basically had nothing that could beat it for at least in terms of tank on tank. This thing was basically invulnerable. So you might say, well, how come the French lost? Well, the Germans simply went around. The tanks were not deployed in a place to actually stop uh, German advance. This we are going to change. Although we're probably not going to be making too many char tanks. That said, I mean we're also not going to be using this template. It's crap. It's worse than crap. It's not only completely useless. It's just a really good way of losing a lot of tanks. Um, this one is a lot better. It obviously needs to be upgraded to 20 combat width, and preferably you'd want to use medium tanks, not lights. But at least early on, it's good, and um, we could always use this as a template. We could always jump off this to make mediums. Um, but yeah, as you do. I don't know why the French thought that a combined arms just was not why they were so against combined arms on for armor doctrine. But as it stands, we're going to be getting rid of these and just turn them into these for right now. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's take all these colonial divisions, turn them into regular infantry. Let's take these. Actually, you know, these guys right here, just 12 combat width. Um, just, you know, some guys with guns, no shovels or anything else like that. That's actually fine. I'll separate these out. And we're given almost a full army of this. And this is good. Let's set up a second theater. Let's have these guys hold the line against Siam. Split off. Split off some. I know. You want to avoid using the garrison command. Most people like you to avoid using the garrison command because the AI doesn't do a great job. That's true. So do we have enough to cover our ports? Way more than enough. Yes, we have more than enough to cover our ports. Okay, good. So we're just going to do that. Also tell them to guard the coast. Okay. So that. Lastly, let's take these bad tank divisions, turn them into, let's say, workable tank divisions. I mean, oops, don't need. We're not going to throw a general on here yet. Is there anything else I need? Well, yeah. First, separate out the tanks. Let's yes. Let's separate out our motorized. We're going to eventually throw the motorized up against the Italians in Africa. It works. Let's throw. We don't need to throw one of our main folks on there. So big tank. Gonna put Alphonse on that. Regular infantry. Let's split this up into two groups. Okay, one is going to go up to the Maginot Line, the other is going to go up to the Alps. And yes, I know, eventually we're going to need to cover Belgium and Luxembourg as well. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. Alrighty. So we're going to put in some field marshal. We're going to put in a field marshal. By the way, this stream is in support of the Extra Life charity. So it's a fantastic charity. We'll be covering that in just a minute. So next thing, you might say, well, hey, we only have what 19 factories, and we're 19 civilian factories, and we're not going to. I guess we better build some civies. No, just build military factories, because let's just build it in Paris and Calais for right now. We have 80%. We have 80% infrastructure. Now, why no civs? Well, give you a hint. This right here, the steel. You're going to, and for that matter, aluminum. You're going to export a lot of aluminum and steel, and that's going to give you the civilian factories you need to build with. Right now, you basically don't need to trade anything except oil. And we could get around that if we really wanted to by building some, researching up and building some synthetic refineries. But we don't need to do that right now. So we're going to go ahead and start building our forces. We really just need rifles right now. I'm not too worried about the tanks or the motorized. We're going to also want to set up some lines in anti-air. We could keep the Navy in play. Like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. These ships be not incredibly useful, but whatever, they'll be there. The French Navy is not exactly a powerhouse in this game. So we're going to set up a line. Well, not just line. We'll at least just set up a factory of the B1s. We're going to want those, and we're going to want some planes eventually. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to want carrier fighters, CAS, TAC bombers. If only to replace the TAC bombers that we're going to lose. Naval bombers, maybe. We definitely want carrier naval bombers because we have carriers. Um, I'll decide on the naval bombers later. The answer will probably be no. Naval bombers are really, really good, but they're just not going to. We're just not going to need them. I don't think. The After all, the British are going to have their air power. Eventually, America's going to have its air power in. We're only going to be, the German Navy, primarily submarines. They will have some battleships, but they're not very heavy carrier. In fact, they don't have any. So, I think we could probably get away with saving that. I think that factory would be much more useful at, say, infantry equipment or guns or heavy tanks or eventually medium tanks. Now then, we are going to stay democratic. Um, between the left democratic and right democratic, I prefer the right. Um, on reform of the labor laws, you get this really terrible 10% malus to factory output. That is as well as 5% consumer goods. Not very penalty. That's not very good. And I mean, what you ultimately get out of it? A few military factories, a handful of military factories and civilian factories, plus the ability to, and this one right here, which allows you to spend your precious political power to have a handful of military factories. Fantastic. I think overall, we could just take a look here. You get about 13 mils for civs. This over here, on the other hand, giving us a production efficiency cap and growth of plus 10%. That is going to be a lot more useful, as well as a constant construction speed bonus. This is just these just get rid of inefficient economy. I'm sorry. These just get rid of inefficient economy. 3 big bonuses to industry. I have to say, I kind of prefer. I just prefer this. Plus, there's a lot more time that you have to invest in this one. Um, if nothing more, reorganize the aviation industry. It just takes a lot of time. Not a big fan of that. I want these. I need. Time is of the essence, and we can't waste. We can't waste any of it. So, but we're not going to start over here on the political side anyway. We're going to start devaluing the franc. Alrighty. So now that all my orders are in place, let's increase the speed to 5, and I'll mention the charity that this is in support of. This is in support of the Extra Life charity. Um, they are an excellent organization. We're raising money for the Children's Hospital Network. So please, any money that can be, even if you're watching this, after the fact, please donate money. Definitely worthwhile cause, and one that I think anyone can support. Really, there's not, why not? No, please do donate. You'll find a link in the description. Donations come in. I will be, I'll be calling them out, and hopefully we could meet meet my rather reasonable goal of $100 today. So, and if so, what the hey, I'll just play whatever. I'll stop the I will be more than happy to stop the game and let the let the donators choose as to what country I have to play as. Can be anything, even whatever you like. Alrighty, one thing we are going to be doing, we need to set our planes. We need to set up our planes correctly. I don't like these 60s, 90s, whatever. This is not great. It just makes it more difficult to handle. Set them all as groups of 100, and I know that ideally for CAS you want 60. I think you want 60, and that is that's fine, but it's easier to deal with groups of 100. So we're just going to plop a ton of manpower into our infantry divisions, because that is ultimately what we're going to want. We're going to need lots and lots of soldiers. The rearming, the problem, one of the problems the French faced is that they did not rearm quickly enough. And I see we're right now we're only pulling in 4 from trade, but don't worry, we will get more. As all these other countries begin building, they're going to building up their military, especially like Hungary or people like that. They're going to run into problems where they just do not have any steel, and well, we have all the steel. Or I should say, for all these European countries, we have the steel where they don't need a convoy. So remilitarization. We're not going to jump into war right away. We don't want to deal with that civil war. So we've devalued the franc. We're going to now go democratic right. Okay, yep. Click through those. And I'm just going to continue. Once again, this part is not particularly interesting. One thing, can't neglect this. One thing we do need is a spy agency. This is probably going, if it's not already patched, it's going to be patched eventually. They're going to fix the German AI vis-a-vis planning. Right now it's kind of busted, and well, that's just a shame. But it does allow you to get some neat little exploits in, which should make some gameplay a little bit easier. Maybe getting some of these achievements might be a little easier as well. So any situation like this where your stability is on the line as France, you always want to avoid losing the stability. I know there's still a little stab loss from losing popularity, but we will get that back. We'll be doing raids to get those back, to get that back, and it'll also build up our stability even more. Okay, so we're going to go with laissez-faire. Now, fortunately, we'll have all of our 1936 industries researched, so we're going to be able to ahead of time some research without having a lot of trouble. So that's going to be pretty useful for us. So cryptography department, always great. Let's get a spy going. Actually, no, not yet, because I want a German spy. Okay, see, our first line is complete, and now we're up to 5 from our steel. Gotta build somewhere else. Got good infrastructure here. Basically, we're just building where there's good infrastructure, and we're only building military factories right now. Okay, we're going to go with decrypting on Germany. We've got our construction done. Now we're going to have our industry bonus here very soon. What I do want is synthetic oil. As I mentioned before, we don't have any oil. We desperately need oil. So one thing we're going to want to do is train up our planes. This is probably going to eat up our oil, just from training up planes alone. See, it's consuming our fuel. Basically, just at a rapid rate. This is only flying our Air Force, our current Air Force. Now we're going to want more Air Force eventually, and we need to. Let's see here. Actually, for this, I'm going to start a new unit, and we're going to go on the border with Belgium. Okay. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this order because I'm going to give this a general army group order. Okay, and we want to train up everybody now. So we're going to want everybody at rank 3. Okay, we got nationalist Spain going to war with itself, going to war with regular Spain. That always happens. So yeah, we don't really need to train up our motorized. In fact, I will be training up our tanks, just because green tanks are not useful at all, and I don't want to try to train them up in the middle of combat. Okay, localized training centers. That's going to be useful. So the next thing we want is protect the rights of man. Now, I see if we went down this way, it'd be, let's see here, we need, no, it wouldn't take any additional one. It'd take 7? Yeah, you could take a maximum of 6 over here. So, but this one is less useful. I don't, maybe I'd rather do fascist raids. I'm sorry, brown kind of raids. Whoops. So we don't really need this one so much. Yeah, so whatever. It doesn't take much longer to get that. Okay, it doesn't take much longer on the tree itself, but it takes longer in terms of getting all the benefits out of it. All right, see, now we're only trained up to rank 2 halfway, and we're already out of oil. In fact, I think training up those tanks is still eating up the rest of our oil. So let's cancel that for now. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm going to need to import a little oil. There's just no way around it. Let's draw in some oil. This is why we're going to do some oil refining. Alright. Visible ink. Alright, next thing we're going to do is get rid of local agent recruitment notification. I want a I do want local agent. I do want to be able to recruit locally, but I do not need to be notified about all the different sections and all the different countries I could pull from. Alrighty, so I could start doing anti-communist raids, but I want to hold off on that because first thing I want is my silent workhorse. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll be getting our second spy here soon. That being said, I am going to do one more branch, one more branch research. Okay, got our mechanical computing and our. Let's get some guns up. Let's work on disperse industry. Okay, now we want to kind of bum rush down to here to get our review foreign policy. was we're going to go allies. We're democratic France. We're going to go allies. Okay. Oh, we are losing naval bombers. Why are we losing naval bombers? Oh, because I had them training. That icon's going to annoy me up there at the whole game, so let's just tell it to build. It's one factory, probably not going to make a big difference. Okay, that'll also get rid of the icon, so lucky us. I think I'm done here. I don't know, maybe passive defense might be handy, but in my opinion, the AI does not play a very strong spy game. Alright, we're going to go with a seducer. We're going to drop that spy right in here. Now we're going to have good intel across all of Germany. Now what this is going to do, the reason this works, is you can see it's reducing their max planning. So the German AI doesn't want to attack unless it has full planning. And, well, if we can get rid of their planning, then they will be less inclined to attack. So I think one level of passive defense ought to do. We currently have no real threats against us, so let's just roll with that. Okay, review foreign policy. Yeah, we can go down to the Little Entente, but we're not doing that. That's a really good way of losing. I mean, we can eventually help Finland, which is just an odd choice. A very odd choice indeed. Let's see here. Yeah. I never noticed that little icon before. Anyway, let's go with buy time. We're going to abandon the Eastern European nations. Sucks to be them. Okay, we're gonna go disperse 3. I know it's a 1939, like far ahead of time research, but as you can see, we're not taking that big a penalty for it. So, might as well, right? And unfortunately, I would like to, ahead of time, construction, but, you know, without big penalty. But it's just not going to happen. And I don't want to wait the 200 days before I could start researching construction, too, because that'll basically put us in 1938. We're close enough to it. So this one's a little wasted. Actually, well, you know what? No. Fuel refining takes forever to do it. That's a 200 plus day research. So we're going to use our bonus for that. And then we're going to, like, 150 days isn't superb, but it's better than the, like, 270 that fuel refining will cost. Now let's throw in some few refineries. We don't need a lot of them. We just need a few. We're going to get some more civilian factories as we go into a war economy and such. Spain requests aid, so we could, help out increase our popularity, the communism popularity, and essentially send Lend-Lease to Spain. Which, let's see what their situation is. Wow, they haven't completely fallen apart yet. I've hardly ever in current patch, I have yet to see see Democratic or Republican Spain actually survive. So I'm just going to ignore them. Let's go ahead and take our silent workhorse. We're going to want him because now we actually are getting a reasonable amount of political power. Now we need to start improving our stability. So we're going to do buy time. We're going to go with Britain. Actually, rather than going with Britain, first we're going to strengthen the government. The sooner we can start that, the sooner we'll finish it. And looks like we'll probably be finishing it up somewhere in early May. Yeah, early May of 38, which will give us plenty of time to, um, well, hopefully plenty of time to really take advantage of these, some of these focuses. Or at least having getting rid of destroying government. See here. Okay. Now this is a really really annoying event. I really hate it. I don't know what triggers it, but ultimately you kind of have no choice. You just take the party just take the increase in party ideology. If nothing more, it'll give you more opportunity to do more raids. And raids bring stability. Yep, there's the anarchist uprising, which was extremely limited this time because the Republicans were already losing so hard, as usual. It is possible with the Soviets to hold off the Germans, but or to hold off the nationalists and their German allies. It is possible. It's just very very difficult. Who do we have here? Oh, the humble appeaser. Yeah, no thanks. Our war support is low enough. I do not want it any lower. So if this drops below 10, I believe at that point we are at a point where we would be at a point where we would have to demobilize. Oh my goodness. So I've got that again. Okay, so we've strengthened the government. We're going to go with Britain. Hindenburg survived. 1 out of 3 chance. Neutrality Act. Oh yeah, the Chinese United Front is happening now. We're about to... Actually, let me set that up. We're about to see the Chinese... about to see the Chinese and the Japanese go into war. When that happens, I want to be able to send an attaché, because that's going to give us that sweet army experience, a little bit of air experience, mainly army experience. Okay. All right, so now we're just at least building some planes. I mean, you'll be surprised what one factory could turn out in 2 years. So we're going to want, let's see here, thinking a line of these and a line of these for right now. Build that up as well. Let's see here. Oh, we need to put in more military factories. We're just building mills. Just building mills. Keep building mills. See here. Our second guy could go with the war industrialist. That's really handy. It's always a question. Do you go with the elusive gentleman early? We will need them. But do we could go with let's go with the war industrialist for right now. So that's going to help build our mills a little bit faster. Okay. Let's see here. We're up to 37, mid 37. We have not researched into war artillery yet. Okay, now I'm building up the anti-air. We'll actually want a line of those as well. The anti-air will be useful. It handles all right, go with Britain. That event makes it seem like they might not join you, which would be weird. So we're going to go with the Blum-Villette proposal, because we're going to have some problem with manpower. This will help fix it if we go down this line. Oh, there's the war with China kicked off. Fantastic. So let's... No, shoot. I already used up my political power. Whoops. Well, whatever. We'll send the attaché as soon as we can. That was a bit of a mistake, not a fatal one. We will be okay. Okay, we got the German cipher. I see we have kind of control over the entirety of Germany. Which destroys their planning factor. Um, I don't know. I don't know what the, as you could say, the lore reason for that is. Now we're going. Oh, by the way, we're going to start building some convoys. Um, really, really will want convoys, and we're going to want subs. Um, we don't have the with only 10 dockyards. We don't have the naval power. We don't have the naval dockyard power to really build up a huge navy, to build up a huge complex navy, and we're not going to be building any dockyards because why on earth would we? Uh, we don't need them. Um, Once again, I mean, Britain is the naval power. Uh, okay. So we're heading close to 38, but we're not quite there yet. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some better fighters. We don't want to be starting the war with World War One fight. We don't want to start World War II with World War One fighter planes. That is not going to work out well for us. Meanwhile, we're just going to keep sending guys up to the line. We're going to finish training these, since we actually have our fuel now. We're going to finish training these because we have our fuel now. We really, really want this to be... Oh, the anarchists have been defeated. Unsurprising. This is with Battle for Bosphorus. I don't know why. Just so way you're aware, this is the province in question, and I cannot for the life of me, I don't know. You can't. It's an alcove, so you're never going to be able to build anything. Sorry, an enclave. You'll never be able to build anything. It's not like for the life of me, I can't figure out why you would be that worried about it. But whatever. We're going to give it to Turkey because Turkey tends to join the Allies in. Turkey tends to join the Allies in a historical game. All right. Oh, well, I forgot to deal with this. So we're not going to take the stab hit. Going to take care of the other one. I need to get rid of communism, I suppose. Let's see here. Well, I can redo the raids. How much do I have? Yeah, I still have way too many communists to go banning that. Let's see here. So we're just going to go over to economic devolution. Now we've got our disperse 3, which is good because they'll give us more output. That is something we need, is lots and lots and lots of output. Okay, so we have we already have 36. We have CAS 1s. About to get fighter 1s. We have TAC 1s. Naval doctrine's not super handy here. I would like to swap over to superior firepower, but there's just no way to research it right now. Radios, that's a good one. Always use some radios. Okay. Now, even with the little bit of oil we're importing, this isn't as bad as it was because we actually have some refineries. We're getting some, you know what? I want that. I need the attachés. I simply need the attachés. There's no way around it. I need that Army XP. Okay, we're going to go anti-tanks. I'm going to build them. I don't know if I'm going to use them. Um, I know why build them if you're not going to use them. Because I don't know if I need to use them or not. Okay, we're going to start building subs. Doesn't matter, they just need to be submarines. Throw a second convoy dockyard in there. Just enough so that way we are not going to have convoy issues. That's rather important. And you avoid convoy issues. Let's see here. We're still just, kind of grinding this away. Okay, we're building our refineries. That's good. It'll also help us in case we end up going to war, in case we do end up losing Vietnam. We're going to promote entrepreneurship. That's going to give us faster milfax. Not entirely sure why, but it's going to. Oh, there we go. We can now finally send an attaché. Now all this fighting that they're doing, which is a lot of border border warring going on right now. As you can see, we are just raking in the Army XP. We're also still pulling down Air XP because China has an Air Force. Especially, then they'll get even more when America starts sending stuff. Alrighty. Some people don't like this. I would never send fighter production over. Bomber production, I can justify that. The attack bombers, we're not going to be using them a whole lot. Like, we're basically just rounding out our numbers up to 100, and then that's it. This doesn't make CAS more expensive. Now, if it made CAS more expensive, then neither one of these would be good. As long as it's attack bombers, we're fine. The additional consumer goods will be useful. Also, you'll notice that our manpower has gotten better since we've cored North Africa, which will lead us into the question of: do we go with the French Union, or the encourage immigration? And the answer is you encourage immigration. 100% of the time, encourage immigration. The French Union basically doesn't happen. Okay, we're going to go anti-communist raids. This is going to boost our stability. It's also going to, reduce the communists here, which will allow us to eventually ban it. Okay, stimulate the dynamic market. We're going to want that. Give us more production efficiency. Germans are starting to get bad. Well, they were already bad. They're starting to get worse. Okay, let's up our guns. The problem is we stay at about, unless you go down a very, unless you go down the far right of the focus tree. That's our far right. The far left of the focus tree to get these 2 research slots. And there's a lot in the middle. They're all 70 days, all of them. It's not fun. Basically, you have years and years and years of investment you have to do just to get your research slots. The reality is, you're going to be spending basically most of the game with 3 research, which is bad. Oh, good. Started to complain. I don't care. Okay, meanwhile, we are continuing to build up the army. We have lots and lots of manpower. Yep, Nationalists won the Civil War. Of course they did. Okay. As these guys pop out, just put them in the just put them on the front line. Oops. So we're going to need to really hold this. One thing we will want is we're going to want to build this up. And maybe build this a little and that a little. Reason being, eventually the Italians are going to declare war on us. No point in crying about it. No point in arguing. It's going to happen. When it does, the Italians are going to basically be stymied on all these areas because, as you can see, like this province can only be attacked from one place. This could only be attacked from one. This could be attacked from two, which isn't great, but it's only two. This only one. This could be attacked from two, and this maybe attacked from two? Hard to say. So we're going to build these up a little bit. This is mountains, like even if it could be attacked from two, it doesn't really matter. This could be hit by three different areas. This needs to be built up. It will be the Italians will eventually wear it down and break it. Now, if they do, this back here behind it, it basically so if they do this, then this could be attacked by two, and this could be attacked by two, but nothing could be attacked by three. So even if you lose this province, not the this little province here, not the end of the world. But we will build a single fort here as well. Single fort, a level 1 fort goes up in no time, so I'm not that worried about it. Let's get our fighter 1s up. Okay. Dynamic market stimulated. Okay. So French Union, totally useless. No one ever, they never vote to join. Plus, you end up with riots, and that's always a delight, isn't it? I think we've had just about enough of that. So we are just continuing to build up. Okay, hold on, get the effects of strength and government support. Oh wow, it's already May 38. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll get rid of destroying government with the next focus. Besides, I want to lead to encourage immigration. So why not go French Union? Well, first of all, encourage immigration gets rid of the national spirit, full employment. This is a terrible malice. It basically locks it in so if you ever go extensive conscription, your production just dies. It just dies. Encourage immigration gets rid of that. It doesn't do anything else. It just gets rid of that time bomb that you're sitting on. It's, and just that alone makes it worthwhile. France Indivisible, I mean, the getting a little more non-core manpower, and then the compliance gain. It is what it is. French Union doesn't matter. No one ever joins up. Most I've seen one time, West Africa joined up. That was it. And so you ended up getting, and when you look at the amount of people here, relatively small population here. About 5 more million people. Not super, it's not super useful. Like you might get, another 10. You might get another 200,000 to 300,000 people, but you will keep full employment. Also, full employment reduces your recruitable pop factor by 25%. Just simply getting rid of that. See, this is such a huge malice because instead of, it's cutting down our mobilization possibility. Like, just that alone, just getting rid of that malice will just cause people to just pour into our army. So it's, and it doesn't fail. The French Union fails. It just doesn't work. They never join. So you have a choice between. It's really a fool's choice between something that never works and something that always works. Something that doesn't get rid of a terrible malice and something that always gets rid of a terrible malice. Like, what else are you going to choose? We're going to also get more oil up from our refineries, because we did build a few. As you can see right now, we are pulling 172 from our 3 refineries. Not bad. Our planes are, well, they were trained. Let's get them fully trained. And I guess if I'm building that, I might as well go ahead and build it. We could put in our CAS, line that up to 100. We're going to want him training as well. As soon as he's up and ready, and there we go. Get them flying. Yeah. I mean, even if everyone were to sign on to the French Union, you still wouldn't get rid of that malice. And you if you're expecting to win World War II without ever having, without ever leaving limited conscription, I mean, there's only a select few countries that could do that. The Soviets, the China, and possibly America. Otherwise, you just do not have the people. Okay, we're going to go defensive stratagems, which I should have done last time, but whatever. Defensive stratagems is going to get rid of destroy government. Alrighty, we still pulling down our army XP. That's useful. Okay, we actually have enough fuel right now that I actually feel like training up our Navy a little. The Navy is only going to be so useful, but on the other hand, it's better than nothing. They can at least cause the Italians some heartburn. And just that by itself makes it worthwhile. Okay, let's just train up everybody. Why not? Okay, let's set up, let's see here, which fleet is this? It's this fleet. Okay. Send them over here to the carrier group. Oh yeah, I need to set up admirals. Let's see here, we have a flying guy. Yep. Let's see here, we got some battleships, so throw that guy on there. We have some more battleships, so here we go. There's a couple of raiders, so that then, well, because we're out of admirals, we'll put him on there. Yeah, that's going to chew up our oil a little bit, but that's okay. We are importing some. Uh-oh. German Reich is justifying against us, are they? No, they're going after the Sudetenland. And we're just going to give it to them. We're just going to give it to them. Now, as soon as we cross the... as soon as we cross over 150, we are going to go with... sorry, we have more than 25% war support, so we're going to go with partial MOB. Alrighty, 38. Oh, I've already started ahead of time training this tank. Now I'm going to go with logistics company. Why? Easy. The AI loves to death stack. And at least we'll be able to keep some supply if we do this. Okay, we're going to send more guys over to here. And once again, while we have some moments, unfortunately there's no one watching, so no one's donated, but just want to remind everyone to please donate to the Extra Life charity. Okay, we're going to leave the checks to their fate. Yeah, we could always abandon the Allies and do all that. No, we're not doing that. We're just going to let that happen. Okay. No more just destroying government, so no more political violence. Fantastic. Okay, so we need to go partial MOB at this point. This will allow us to build up our military factories far faster. Um, we got oil processing done. 38. Now we've been. Now remember, we've been getting the advantage of this 1939 dispersed industry tech for about 2 years now. Well, not quite 2 years yet, but by about a year and a half by now. We will go ahead of time with the artillery. Um, no, we're almost out of fuel, so I want to stop training the Navy. Hopefully they've learned something. They have. They're no longer green, at least. We can work with that. We're not going to help out Turkey. It's kind of silly. The AI is just going to bombard you with those requests. Okay. Going to start also in reinforcing the border with Italy. I just want one full army group down there. Or not full army group, full army down there. Obviously, the more people on Belgium, the better. I do want a full army in down at the Italian border. Alrighty. So one thing we can do is start modifying some of our templates. We're going to build up our armor template to at least something acceptable, even though they're light tanks. They're only going to be of limited use. We'll make this a 20 combat width, and I'm also going to do I have enough AA built to really provide AA? No, not yet. Okay, so just skip that for now. I am eventually going to put AA on there. Now then, encourage immigration. That's going to get rid of that malice. Alrighty, so now begin rearmament. Like we haven't been already. Throw down more mills. I see, yeah, now we're pulling down mills, every 30 days we're pulling down a fresh mill. Usually by this point you get more trade. Well, whatever. We'll have enough we'll hopefully have enough mills to be able to take care of things. Alrighty, so we've completed that. So let's start decrypting Japan. Now, one thing I do want is to become the spy master. First, though, I want the elusive gentleman. Next, I'll become the spy master for the allies. That's an extremely useful thing. Gives me a lot more spies. Basically, one for every ally member who has built up a. Let's keep up with industrial tech. Allows to have a spy for every ally who's built an agency, and most of the allies will. Let's see here. So we have this. Alrighty. We are just building up our. Yeah, we're just keeping up with industry. We're going to keep up with infantry technology. Get the nicer automatic weapons going. Going to go with the Seducer. And we're going to plop him into Italy. Even if their planning bonus is sacked, they still will attack. So the Italian AI was clearly not reworked for anything whatsoever. La Resistance, obviously there's no rework for La Resistance, no rework for anything. Now, YouTuber I like, Torior, I think I'm pronouncing that right, pointed out that if you go air dominance, you'll get cheaper fighters and casts, and then you can, you know, you can rush casts research. You can get your get cast with better ground attack, and I have tried that, and it is nice, but I would rather. I think the I guess the theme of this particular build is to hold the line. So I am going to go defensive, and I mean I could go with forts. I don't want to. Um, I mean basically you go that way and you just get all it does is give you some forts. We go this way, we get cheaper infantry. We get some. We do get artillery, but we also get cheaper artillery, cheaper infantry equipment, cheaper artillery. Definitely useful. Um, as well as heavy tanks, as well as research for a heavy tank. I'd rather have that than just basically some forts, which are only so useful. The Germans bring engineers with every Germans bring engineers with every box of infantry, so they don't care about your forts. They all will also strat bomb them out of existence. The Germans do not care about your forts. They will never care about them. Your best bet is to not try. The only fort line they can't breach is the Maginot. And I guess if you want to build up to fort levels of 10, you can. I wouldn't. There's far better things. Like if you do, you basically have to spend the entire game building forts. It's A, really boring. B, you're not going to have the manpower. You're not going to have the trained troops necessary to hold all those forts. Okay, we're just building more and more mills. Oh, we can upgrade our artillery here. As you can see, like right now now we're really cranking out the anti-air. We'll actually have enough to work with those pretty soon. I will put a second into light tanks. I want mediums. I'll put a line of 5 in there. And we're going to put 3 into to tow them up anti-tank. There we go. Yeah, now we're like putting out, by the time we're done here, we're going to be putting out, what, probably about 4? No, more than 4. Probably 5 or 6 every day of anti-air, and that will be good. Oh, we've finished up our recruitment. Okay, let's throw a general on here. Okay, we're going to line up there. Uh-oh. Fate of Czechoslovakia. Well, that's not what we agreed on. Alrighty. We will be going to war soon. This is going to hurt our stability. We're going to want stability. But on the other hand, I also want artillery and infantry equipment. So that's what we're going to work on. We could get some more stability this way. We could still improve worker conditions. I wouldn't. We need all the stuff we can get. We can at least get back some stability. We can at least we can at least continue building stability by doing raids. Okay, let's get our defensive expert. That'll be good. Another problem that the French have: there's no infantry high command. That is weak. But it is what it is, and we have to just deal with it. As it stands, we have enough troops, enough manpower in the tank that we can start training up another army group, which is good because we're going to need them. Actually, I'm going to round out this current army group here. That's what I'm interested in. Maybe I could start training up. Yes, look at that. I can start training up another one. Oops. There we go. Alrighty. We're going to train up an army. And we got our construction. Um, yeah, I think we have the oil that we need right now. I want to, ahead of time, fighters and casts. So even though we're not going the fighters and casts focus route, they're still really useful. Okay, we don't care what our attaches will go wherever we want. I'm going to keep some of this political power banked. I'm going to want to go extensive conscription as soon as war breaks out. Alrighty, so 40, let's see, we have 39. Alright, let's build up our anti-air upgrades. Anti-air is pretty good in this game. It's good against light tanks. It's good against, it allows you to undercut the German Luftwaffe. It's pretty good. See there, the Freedom Front, like we have no real. I mean, well, it basically gets rid of the current fascist groups, which would be nice. Except I like doing the raids because they give you stability. As France, that's the one thing you need. So we're going to develop the metropole, build up our stability even more. Molotov-Ribbentrop, that's not good. Okay, let's start producing better guns. I know, right before we go to war, yeah. Better guns are better guns. I mean, we need better guns. Let's see here. What else do we need or want? Let's see here. Now there is one thing I'm going to need to do. Oh yeah, you see we might not be able to get full might not be able to get full infiltration, but I'm going to become spy master, which means I get this spy. So one thing I can do is position a spy such that Germany kind of can't go into Poland, at least not with their plan. Not with any planning. This will actually, I've seen it cause them to not start World War II, or at least they won't attack Poland, and the BC will actually, the CB, they'll casus belli, for Europa Universalis players. The CB will actually fail. It'll actually it'll be gotten rid of. I've seen that happen where basically Germany has no way of attacking Poland. Just, they can't do it. It's rather funny. So, unfortunately, it leads to a situation where the Soviets end up attacking Poland, and then you end up at war with the Soviets, and that's not fun. You end up at war because they will start World War II either through Luxembourg or through elsewhere in the Benelux. So you will end up fighting World War II. You can't get around that. Let's get our anti-tank upgrade. So I probably will want anti-tanks at some point. Okay, we're going to do more raids. See, it's just going. It slowly builds up our stability. Okay, let's get levy en masse. Okay. Now then, see, Germany has a. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just going to join the war. So Germany has a war goal. They aren't freaking doing it because they're too afraid of the They're too afraid of their planning bonus just not working out. So what I'm going to do is pull back this spy. As soon as it give it a tick, they should start warring here soon. Get rid of this spy as well. There it is. We see they didn't do it until until the ticks went down. Very amusing. Let's put these people back in place. Because otherwise, we would not be at war with Germany. We would until they attacked the Benelux, and after that, they would it would be the Soviets that would move in, like I said, and then we'd be at war with the Soviets, and that's not where that's not really the place I want to be in. So, yeah, Poland joined the Allies. Very good. Alrighty, so now people are getting called in. Yep. Britain calls everybody in. They will send us equipment, which is good. We want their equipment. Okay, there's not a whole lot we could do for the Poles. Though, I have never actually tried sending over an air force to try to fight the Germans. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, our planes are just not up to snuff. And unfortunately, we are just not able to really help. And our forces are also getting shot down like crazy. Yeah, our planes are just not coming in to help. So yeah, we're just not able to do much damage. Unfortunately. Yeah, we're also our air power is also kind of taking a bit of a beating here. You know what? Yeah, let's send these guys back. We're really going to need to worry more about Italy. Yeah, as unfortunately a lot of the fighters we're sending up are in fact interwar fight. Well, no, we got a lot of regular fighters in. We do have some interwar fighters. I think that's what we're probably losing more than anything. But if we can keep his air force, if we can reduce his air force capability, I mean, it could stretch out the amount of time, maybe increase the amount of German casualties, maybe some. Yeah, they're taking a bit of a beating. Are the Italians at war yet? Who are they at war with? They are at war with me. He has not jumped into attacking yet. He is kind of staying put here. As the British push in, this will get peeled off. Oh yeah, I forgot to defend that. Oh well. It's not the most important not the most important thing ever. I mean, I don't think the war's winning and losing is going to take place there. Let's go ahead and build up our infantry equipment a bit more. We need more of that. We need, oh look, our medium tanks. We're building one a day. Very good. Let's see here, I'm going to want probably some more support. Probably some more artillery. It's just what I'm going to need. And definitely going to want more planes. More casks, more fighters. I think I'm going to stick around with our 1 tank a day. Like, I'd like some more, but it's just the reality of the situation. See, now we're getting 14 from trade now that we're at war. Go figure. One thing I will be doing, going up to extensive conscription. You see, we still have the victors of the Great War. We will get rid of that. But, you see, also, getting rid of full employment, we went from 1.6%, a 1.6% recruitable to 2.2. So that is significant. Okay, we want a new individual. Let's get a second double crosser. Let's just keep our let's keep on them. Okay, we got those, and I'm fine with that. Let's get some air doctrine. Should have already gotten some air doctrine, but I only have 3 research slots, so I'm doing what I can. Let's also build up to our 100% war support. That's going to give us advantages to attack and defense, as well as help us avoid surrender limit. I guess we could just kind of keep going here. Actually, you know what? Well, no, let's go here. Get a little army XP, whoop-de-doo, and support artillery bonus. All right, now we are close enough to our we're close enough to anti-air. Let's see, how many do we actually have in storage? Okay, so we have nearly 2.1k in storage, covering everyone, including the guys in training. We need 2.2. We'll build that up in like 20 days. So, bam. Let's get our guys all some anti-air. This is going to increase their firepower, and it's going to help sack the. It's going to help fend off German Luftwaffe attack. Be very good. Yep, there we are. Everyone's got it. Alrighty. This isn't going to happen. But it has cost the Germans at least a little bit more than it normally would. The British are already looking to reclaim it. Let's see here. See if I could pull an encirclement here. I might just be able to. Oh, declared war on Luxembourg. Yep, well, Luxembourg joined the Allies. Let's send in some forces to help. If we could even get there in time. Looks like we can. There we go. Now then, something that's way more useful, way more worth our time. Defending the Benelux. Where the devil did my fighters go? I ordered them back, and they did not show up there. Oh, here they are, way over here. Why are they here? On Rhodes. The British naval invaded Rhodes. Why did the British naval invade Rhodes? Who knows? Alright, so we're going to send our fighters over here. Gonna get them airborne. Yeah, so we have a lot of old fighters. Let's see here, the NT-62s. How old are those? Yeah. Yeah, so we have a lot of interwar fighters up in the air there. Alrighty, one thing we will do. Going to try to engage the German subs coming in and out of the North Sea. Okay. We are holding that line. Okay, and all these people are now green, so we are going to train them up while we have the chance. At least get them across the line of green to at least have some kind of training. Green is not good as far as this goes. And for some reason, the Italians are not trying to Rochambeau me. I don't know why not. They normally do. They normally just go crazy. But, well, whatever. Okay, well, look at that. Hey, we've got encirclement. Let's also eat up that. And we're going to push these guys back. In fact, pin him in place. Cut off his friends. Get rid of the air power. There we go. He doesn't have any air support now. And, oh, look at that. Luxembourg got pushed through. Well, I tried. Now the Germans are trying to hit hard into the Maginot because they have some kind of planning right now there. But that is going to go away. As it goes away, they're going to have trouble. The Netherlands are sending us Lend-Lease for some reason. Yeah, great. So the Germans have their work goal. They've done Beyond the Maginot. That's done. They've already completed Beyond the Maginot, and they have not declared war. How odd that. Also, how odd that that the British are getting desert lands that I'm currently liberating. All right, well, we got full overruns here, so, well, nothing more to do than to just race off into the desert. Just go, 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 go. Okay, if we can secure the desert, that'll be good. Okay. Yep. Nice thing about this is there's nothing that's going to stop you. It's just free real estate. Alrighty. So now we're here. I'm going to pay attention to that situation up there, which I am not a big fan of. A question mark. Oh, back here. I'll say I have a question mark. Okay. As you can see, the Maginot Line is doing its job quite well. Okay, the Bulgarians have been called in. We're currently just engaging the submarines. In fact, what I can do is... I don't know. Oh, this is just things that have been built. I was about to say, why did the AI... Why is this Navy here? Alrighty. I'll throw some cruisers in there, some screen ships. Alrighty, so you will join up here, I think. Where's this force? No. Okay, then no. This force up here? Yes. Okay. So we have, change the little icon to a submarine, keep track of it. Still no one showing up. Boo. Alrighty, so we're going to do with this Navy. We're going to convoy raid. Oh, yes. Not you, you're strike force. But you're going to convoy raid. Here, 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 and here. Also here, if possible. Might be a little too much for that, but, well, we'll see. Okay, you're going to strike force. Okay. See here we have these submarines. So then you are going to strike force here, 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 and here. Basically across the entire Mediterranean. And submarines, you guys are going to convoy raid. Likewise, this force is going to basically do the same. Going to really put the squeeze on the Italians. And we have a bunch of submarines here. They're all going to convoy raid. Okay, and as I build more submarines, I'm just going to reinforce these fleets. Basically, the idea here is, of course, lock down the Mediterranean. Becomes our water. Italians can't do anything. Lock him down. Cut him off, surround him. Go seize Benghazi. Oh, look at that. Trying to be crafty. Well, we're just going to wipe him out. I should probably be sending some planes over here to help with this, but, well, whatever. There we go. Completely overrun. Let's cancel the Lend-Lease, whatever. What's the situation? Alright. Good, we're halting shipments into Italy. Okay, yep. Here goes those guys. Not enough manpower or equipment to fulfill our garrisons. Okay, well. Fulfill garrisons before everything else. That's what we need. We can actually speed this back up a little bit. Alright, it's Italian North Africa. There being a problem. Who knew? Who knew that the Italians in North Africa would be a problem? So, let's see here. Then you'll notice it's 39. Germany's had a war goal against the Benelux for quite some time. And, nothing has happened. By the way, I want the light aircraft designer. So allow my planes to have more agility. For free. Free agility. I guess the Soviet Union next. Alrighty. We are going to take back our territory. I know. Motorized probably not the best for this, but I need my foot soldier. I need my leg infantry. I need them up top. Up against the Germans. I do not need them to deal with the Italians. Okay, so we just lost an agent. That's unfortunate. Okay, I need to know where our spies are. Okay, we lost the person who was in Hessen. It's okay. The network should be able to... Oh, he's declared war on Norway. But you'll notice he hasn't declared war on Denmark. He declared war on Norway first. Why? Because the AI does not want to try to fight a war where it doesn't have any planning. It doesn't want to do it. It won't do it. I have. It's still not doing it. It would rather hurl itself against the Maginot Line forever. For absolute ever. It would rather waste its time on the Maginot Line than with starting up a new front somewhere where it doesn't have the ability to plan, which I guess kind of makes some sense. You know what? Rather than infantry, I'm gonna go with computing machines. Okay, the Tyrrhenian Sea. That is what it is. I'll leave that to the British to deal with. Oh, the British have already done their naval invasion here. Well, I guess I don't need to then. Fine. It looks like the British are also taking Albania. Fine. I guess I don't need to. Alright, well, I'll just send them into Palermo. Hopefully here. Let's see here. Yep. Wiping out German convoys. What else we got here? Now, some British shipping got lost due to primarily German attack bombers, which is a weird thing to do. Oh, we had a little fight here. Yeah, well, we lost some destroyers. British submarine went down. The Germans just lost some planes. Yeah, that's a problem. Alright, they are really trying to deal with... They're really trying to worry us here. Let's see here. Right, this force. You know what? I want to continue to project into the North Sea. Oh, boy. Germans are doing a far better job projecting into the North Sea. Well. Oh, well. Okay, the air war over Brussels continues. They are grinding through our early war fighter, our interwar fighters, but we are quickly coming out with our own stuff. Now they're going to strap bomb us. Hooray! So we actually need to really fend that off. We do not want them putting in strap bombers there, and our anti-air is shooting down their planes. Okay, we're going to go back to trying to dominate the skies over Belgium. This is where, oh, I need the fighter twos. Let's up our engine. Let's throw some weapons on there. Same with Cass. Yeah, I know it's going to hurt reliability a little bit. That's just a shame. Okay, Cass Series A. Alright, good. Unread battle results. There was a victory. It was a raid. Convoy raid. We won. Hooray. Alrighty. Oh, the Italians have started their human wave assaults because they finally felt confident enough to do so. And see, this is what I mean. We're getting hit on three sides here. Not real fun. So we're going to send some reinforcements in here. Going to see here. These are the Italian forces. Yeah, so these are our see, our anti-air is able to pierce their light tanks, so their armor is just going to disintegrate over time. That being said, I'm going to pull these infantry out, at least some of them. Get them relaxed, refitted, capable of fighting again. Okay, we're going to send in more infantry. The problem is we need to look at that Bulgarian. So yeah, we could recruit this German double agent. Try to keep this locked down. As long as this is locked down, Germany's not going to join in the war. They're not going to push into Belgium. They will engage in an air war over Belgium. But that's it. And as you can see, we are giving as good as we get. Alrighty. This is why I built up. That's why I built this fort up a little bit, just to essentially cut down on Italian attack. In terms of casualties, of course, you can see the Italians have lost a lot. This number is going to go up a lot, especially as we're doing our defenses. I mean, you know, they're losing close to 1,000 with every attack. So multiply that by the number of attacks, the number of suicide charges the Italians are capable of, which, if you're not aware, the answer is it's a lot. All right. Just in case Germany does push into Belgium, we have more forces. And one thing that we are looking for is 1941. Yeah, let's go ahead and just... Yes, thank you, game, for giving me the ability to do more raids. That was really useful of you. I could use more stability. My stability is not super great. I could use some more. Okay. You see, this whole thing is all about buying time. So if you can buy time... Okay, oh, we're starting to get a little worn down here as well. Okay, send some forces up here. Send some forces here. For that matter, send some forces in from here. Alrighty. Then we can take this guy, send him out. This guy, get him out of there. You don't want to send them all out all at once. You want to make sure that they can reinforce. Okay. There's our carrier fighter up. Don't know how necessary that actually was, but it's fun. Okay. Let's see here. Actually, no, not rather than atomic research. I want better defensive weapons. Let's see here. Do we have control of the oceans? Not as much as we would like, strangely enough. Almost there, but not quite. One thing we can do is we can help out our fighting men over here. Putting in some additional casts. So you see, we are, yeah. For instance, in this particular fight, where they're sending 3 in, our cast just does so much, or is just doing so much damage to them, both in terms of organization and unit strength. It's just honestly kind of horrifying. Okay, we're going to swap out more people. Soviet Union declare war on Finland. I mean, and here, this is just a waste of time. Okay, the Canadians and the British are sending more forces, are sending us more equipment. It's fantastic. Always use more equipment. Oh, we are starting to run low on the oil. We need 46 oil. You know what? It'll work for now. Okay, our war support is completely capped. Yeah, you know what? It'll have to do for now. I just need the oil. There we go. That's going to fulfill our current needs. More or less. It's going to just about fulfill our current needs. Close enough. Close enough. Okay. Going to get our... Gonna get some free tanks, looks like. Although first I want army reform. I want to get rid of Victors of the Great War. Because remember, we have not done yet one single solitary doctrine. This is all off of just no doctrines whatsoever. Just you got what you got. Like, it's kind of crazy. And we are just able to hold out like nothing else. I mean, the Italians are just getting completely wrecked. You know, we're able to hold out. No, you're gonna go back into the fray, buddy. Now you have some reorganization. Yeah, so we are just. Yeah, the Italians are just losing everything. Let's get some more ground support. Also, I have enough air experience to actually make something of this. Okay, we have outdated equipment. What outdated equipment? Oh, a carrier fighter. Alright. Oh, whatever. Make some more of those. Why not? Why not? Go ahead. Okay. We have a good number of towed anti-tank up and operational. We could always get more if we need it. Second. All right. So with yeah, because the tanks are not in here. So you see, we actually get some. We have quite a bit of entrenchment. Actually, I could get more entrenchment. We could do more. We could do better. We could do better. Now, against the Italians, I mean, once again, I mean, we have... You know, they've lost, you know... Let's see here, hang on a second. Just so we're aware, the Italians have lost 400,000 men to us, while have inflicted less than 20,000 casualties. This is a KDR of 20-1. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Oh, we still don't have control of the seas yet. Well, that's a shame. I don't want this happening without my being aware of it. Oh, because we are under repair here. Okay, that's why. Every ship is damaged. Every ship needs repairs. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see here. Do I have some that are particularly injured? I do. So we're going to send those guys away. Pop fresh guys in. Have them regenerate their oh no, Netherlands caves to the British. There's a real chance, and this is, I know it sounds weird, it's gonna sound weird, but I don't want this to happen. I do not want the Netherlands to join the Allies under any circumstances. That will only hurt my cause. So we can either, you know, the wartime elections, we could either take a stab hit, not good, or we could gain some stability and gain some bad guy popularity. Which I believe should have the advantage of letting us do some more raids. At this point, yeah, I think it will. Okay, yep. Bad guy popularity goes up, but now we could do raids against them. Yes. So now we have even more. We'll have even more stability coming in, like one and a half a week. You know what? Oh wait. Okay. Oh, look at that. The ability to build even more mills. Keep building mills. Don't stop building mills. See, now we have like 21, and we're not even at war economy. No, we send our attachés wherever we want. Though, you know, I could use that political power. Also, China is just... Oh, China's not... Well, I'm still getting plenty of experience from them, so... Keep that going, but, things are not looking good. Over there. Things are not looking good at all. Actually, I need to send another unit over there just to have the whole line held. Huh. Interesting, if true. Okay, well, let's do that then. Let's crank out 6. A little redundancy is not a bad thing. Just gonna build one line of that. Uh-oh. Alrighty. So we're able to turn that around. Once again, just obliterating the just obliterating the Italians. Okay, so we're gonna send some more guys over here. Yep. Okay, send these guys back for some reorganization. Send these guys back for reorganization. And now they're reorganizing. Let's see here. Alright, well, that's nothing. And the Italians are still losing convoys. Still having a hard time getting stuff in here. They don't have many dockyards either. So what's their naval situation looking like? They got a good number of ships. Still have a good number of ships. Good submarines. Good number of submarines. Let's see here. How many convoys do they have left? Yeah, they're just building nothing but submarines. Which, I mean, hey, they probably should. Meanwhile, the Italians are still losing more. Let's see here. How's the air war going up over the Benelux? Yeah, we've kind of turned it around there. I'll go with Hotchkiss. I mean, I could go down this track. I don't really care. I will, however, do auto routes. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like we are starting to take some advantage in the air. That's good, because these fighter twos we're building are going up. You know what? Right now, I don't need this additional improved artillery. I need more planes. I need more fighters, and I need them now. So, wow, look at that. I'm getting them now. Okay, I don't need war propaganda at all. See here, why is stability still taking hit? Just because we're at war. Normally it'd be 83. That's fine. I do want. Ooh boy, going total mob. Okay, so all you need is you don't need stability. You just need war support. Okay, let me build up that political power, and we will do that. Get Rosie the Riveter on the case. Let's see here, what do we lose? Oh, it's just convoy rating. Yeah, they're just losing convoys like crazy out here. I mean, they don't have any means of really projecting power out here. Naval power. They can't. Meanwhile, their attempts to put convoys out here just like we're just wrecking them. We're just wrecking these convoys. You know, there's another 4 down. Like, okay, we need to send in more guys. More forces and hold that line even better. Let's send those guys away. Hey, look at that. Now we've got even more defense. That's going to be even harder to break this. And the Italians are getting wrecked even faster. Yeah. 600,000 Italians dead to 24 to 24,000 French. I mean, this is this is still this is a KDR of over 20 Like, just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. To the Germans, we've lost 414 Frenchmen. And against us, the Germans have lost 250,000. We lose 400, we inflict 250,000. Yeah, cool. What else is to say but cool? I think that all of the casualties they've inflicted is through air power. Which almost makes me want to put in some radar. This would be able to track them a little bit better. In fact, that could be an amusing idea. Aha. Okay. Now we start getting some problems. Possibly. Or do we? Yes, we do. Okay, so you need to move up to Brandenburg. This over here is going to be bulldozed for right now. I don't care. Going to take I'm going to put Pierre on the case. Let's see here. No, she's going to stick around because she's German and she's got the seducer trait. She is going nowhere. In fact, no, you're the only non-seducer. Seducers have an easier time with infiltration. Oof. Alrighty, you going to go up here. Spy network should rearrange itself appropriately. Should being the operative word. If not, we're still going to have kind of a hard time of things. I mean, we've got a good number of troops. Actually, you know what? I'm going to... Oh, wow. These guys are almost ready to deploy. Almost have a full army. Almost have a full army ready to deploy. The Germans are still just hammering away at Metz. They just there's no. I mean, there's no point really. Look at these numbers. This is ridiculous. The Italians have lost so much. I mean, that one fight alone, trying to take that one tile, they lost 100,000 men, and we lost 5,000. KDR 25. I mean, my goodness, how could you not? What was their losses due to air power here? Like 10%. 10% were lost to planes. They were fighting in the mountains and they lost 10% of their stuff to planes. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I mean, they loads of infantry equipment gone, loads of support equipment, 44 tanks. Like, I mean, it cost them everything. What did they gain? Nothing. Oh, we lost the convoy there. That's fine. Like, losing some convoys here and there. I mean, so what? We are holding that line. Okay, we really need to build up more CAS. Alright, what do I have that's available? I got carrier fighters. These are interwar fighters. They are not what I would call acceptable. I mean, I could lend-lease them out, but, I mean, what would the point be? They just keep hitting us, and also, you'll notice that inefficient economy is gone. It's just gone. So, yeah, and we're keeping up on our infantry equipment. Oh, no. The Netherlands joined. Oh, no. The Germans went and declared war. Oh. Because we lost some of our... Yep, we lost... Just a smidge. Just a smidge. We lost. But it is enough. Okay, let me get this Italian guy. Because he's not... The Italians are not stopping at all. Alright, let's try to keep this locked down. Unfortunately, I can't do much to help the Netherlands because they are not... Oh, no. He's now declared war on Denmark. See, but it took half a year. But once again, unless he's declaring war on Belgium, I can't do a whole lot. I'm not pulling guys... I'm not putting guys into a situation where they could be essentially encircled in Dunkirk. And the Italians have stopped attacking for a minute. Probably because they lost so many men. I mean, I'm still helping up here. Well, if the Italians aren't going to be pushing, then I will provide additional CAS coverage. Just some means of attempting to stop this. Oh, look at that. Italian subs. Hawker Hart. What is that? Is that a plane? So yeah, it is. Fighters. Huh, look at that. Yeah, it's so weird. They will send you fighters. There's auto routes. Very good. Going to develop the colonies. I mean, we're basically just going down the development track at this point. There's no reason not to. I mean, these are okay, I guess. A couple of tank divisions are okay, I guess. The U.S. won't do arms purchases yet. I mean, I guess I could do air focus and get some air doctrine research. But they don't do CAS over here, so I guess I could fast track fighters, or I could just pull a couple of new dockyards. Could always do that. I mean, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna develop the French situation. Oh, look at that. We're gonna go war economy. Then we're going to do. Ah, shoot! That should have been total mob. Dang it! I messed up. Oh well. I'll deal with it. That was stupid. That was a mistake. Oh, keep putting in more mills. At least we get. Well, we're gonna be putting in more mills now. As a result of this, that's always good. Unfortunately, our planes are not doing a lot. Of course, UK stops Lend-Lease. Yeah, our bombers just aren't doing a whole lot of damage over. Our CAS are not doing a whole lot of damage over here. And the Netherlands has capitulated. That is a bummer. No, this is typical. When someone gets captured, that's generally when things start going downhill. Go pick up another seducer. Put her in Italy. And Denmark has capitulated. Okay, this is why I didn't move in here. Okay, oh, there's our guys back. That's good. Let's network in here. Let's network in here. I want to try to keep the German network as locked down as possible. Keep their planning down to a minimum, because they will be less inclined to attack if they aren't able to have good planning. And there it is. Get them pretty locked down. Now there is a problem. He won't go to war. Old Mr. Man won't go to war with Russia so long as oh boy, Netherlands, thanks. Where's this? Superb. Outstanding. Ooh, okay, well. What do I do with him? Oh, you know what? I know exactly what I do with him. You're now just going to go over to there. Okay. Uh-oh. You're starting to get hurt. Oh, because the Germans are starting to push in through here. Give them a chance to reinforce. Oh, shoot. They actually managed to push us out there. Because we have moved our CAS up here. Okay, let's relock this down. Alrighty. Army group's ready to go. Alright, good. Set them up, give them a general, put them down here. So you know what? Have them hurry. Just need your bodies there. They don't have to be particularly well organized. Just need you there. And start lining up another line of guys. Which, frankly, we had a whole bunch of infantry equipment banked anyway. They'll be ready. Actually, they'll be ready. Their training shouldn't be interrupted by lack of equipment. Oh, these guys are ready to go. As well. Well. Pop them out. Develop the colonies. That's good. Once again, the thing we're really trying to do is hold out until... Oh, there's Kingdom of Greece. I don't know how the Italians plan on doing that. What is going to happen is the British are going to line up over here. They're going to help push into Bulgaria. And here, very soon, the Romanians are going to join the war, and their forces are going to kind of Rochambeau down into Greece. Kind of a shame, but there you go. And just a reminder, today's stream is being done in support of the Extra Life charity. So please donate if you can. If you can't, I mean, then just simply watching and showing support is welcome. I'll go over to atomics. Alrighty. We are having a kind of a hard time of it over here. I didn't realize that we had lost this, but that's okay, because our cast is coming in hot, and they're coming in quick. Alrighty. What do I want here? Let's hurry our heavy tank. The HOI4, which I'm unfamiliar with. I mean, at least right now they are taking heavy losses. Heavy losses. Well, I noticed that the AI started using AA more, which is interesting. Well, we have at least we have forces all over the place here. Just out of curiosity, how much has he pulled in yet? Actually quite a bit. We could do ambusher, or we could do, well, yeah, let's do ambusher. Let's get his entrenchment up even more. And give him a recon bonus when entrenched. So he's supporting these guys, and he is supporting these guys, and he also has the option to do ambusher, which is fantastic. You do not have anything yet. You do, but it's, I don't know, entrenchment speed's pretty good. Hey, you know what? We'll go with that. Nope, our attaches go wherever we want. Oh, look, the Netherlands are calling those forces back because they don't want to go sit in the middle of the, sit in the jungle for ages either. Alrighty, well, there's more Italian convoys done. Alright, now, we won't screw this up. Total MOB. Women in the workforce. There we go. Picked up naval strike. Yeah, we'll do air superiority. I mean, they are just hurling everything at us, including the kitchen sink. They are trying so hard to break the French. Now, as long as we have control over the North Sea, at least in some form or fashion, well, we can't protect here. We can protect here. And the Germans just are going to have a hard time of it. Oh, hey, look at that. I could go invade Sicily. Let's see if this will work. This could be fun. Oh, they don't even have it defended. Oh, no. Oh, no. Poor Italians. That is unfortunate. Because, wow. Okay. So we could just take Sicily then. Yep. Okay. We just hold here. This will be another thing that the Italians are going to want back very badly, and, well, we could just defend this forever. Yeah, we've got Sicily on lockdown now. What'd we gain? Ooh, 2 milfacs, 2 mills, 2 sieves, and a dockyard. Oh, man, the Italians aren't going to like that. Oh, they still have plenty of mills and sieves, but they just lost a dockyard. They're not, yeah, that's not going to help them much. Gonna help us? Eventually. Just, what's going on here? Alright, well, we're holding out. Okay, oh, we have more naval bombers. I mean, the Belgians. They've been sitting under the shadow of war for ages, and they haven't bothered putting together a military. Fantastic. Like, oh boy, them Germans are probably gonna get you. Oh, whatever. Don't care. Alright, well, hey, look at that. Just in time. We need more naval bombers over here. Just lost some convoys. Boy, that's a pretty big L to take right there. Doesn't put a smile on my face. Well, is what it is. Can't do anything about it. If we lose Norway, we lose Norway. It's okay. I'll somehow live with myself. And there it is. Now Greece is in big trouble. Those Germans just keep on. Keep on keeping on. Everyone just keeps on attacking. Alrighty. Gonna call a break for a moment. Be right back.